Good afternoon, good evening, Georgia Track and Field and Cross Country Association. It is Christian Taylor, and I am sending my thank you for the recognition of becoming part of the Georgia Hall of Fame for track and field. This is a phenomenal acknowledgement. This is something originally I was speechless about. My dad told me that someone was calling him about getting my ring size. I was a little bit confused, but now I figure that it's not that I'm getting married, it is that I am joining a very special, a very honorable, and a world-class group of people which make up the Hall of Fame. And so I am very grateful for the acknowledgement. I am very grateful for Coach Henson for reaching out and making this possible. Thank you for your patience, your understanding. I'm currently in Amsterdam right now. I live in Holland, where I've been for the last 3 years, and even though it's far from home professionally, it makes my track and field career a lot easier. I don't have the challenges of jet lag, of far travel, and it enables me to compete at a higher level more consistently, and also to get to the championships a lot quicker. That being said, London World Championships this year being held in London, England, and that being 45 minutes away from where I currently train, where I currently am right now, is obviously advantageous for my training block, and also for being in the right state of mind and physically. It puts me a step ahead of my competitors that may be coming from near and far. So this is why I am living here now. I'd like to take it also back to my high school days. Obviously, this is, I think, where the snowball effect begins. This is where my journey began, and to think about 2007, 2008 makes me feel old. I'm 26, going on 27 in a few weeks, and to really look back on the challenges, the achievements, both personal, but also, I think more importantly, the team. It's very special. It's very special to me. I think it's very special to the guys and girls that were along the journey with me, and especially the coach. And so, I've got the opportunity to just take a few minutes and just acknowledge the people that really made my career for what it is today, but also, the people that planted the seed, that sowed the seed that, now I can see flourish. And so, first and foremost, I have to thank my high school club coach, Coach Jamie Glover. Really took on the project of being the head track and field coach for men and women, and he truly had a challenge ahead of him. He had many egos to deal with, but I think all you guys can really know the struggle that he went through when you're just dealing with high school students. I've come to appreciate really what being a coach, being a teacher is really about when I have to now coach or even assist younger athletes. It is definitely a patience test. And so, Jamie Glover accepted the position, and not only did he just have us out there running, he did his research, he asked questions. It was not a football coach that came and just took over the track program. He also took on the hat and the challenge of being a track coach, and that's something I truly admired. We had our challenges, as I was also participating in club track at that time at the Quicksilver Track Club, and sometimes that conflicted, whether it was with training or even competitions. As the end of the season, the high school season would come up, the summer track would begin, and sometimes this would cause for very long days out on the track. This was my passion, but it was very important to disperse my energy in the right way. And so sometimes, I wasn't able to practice at a high level at the high school because I had to save it for the club, and vice versa. But Coach Glover was always very flexible, and had many conversations with my parents, and decided that at the end of the day, he always had what was best for me in mind. And it's something I really admire and appreciate now. It's something I'm very grateful for, because truly my career could have been completely different if he had taken another road. And so thank you, Coach Glover, for believing in me. Thank you for not for only my personal achievements and my personal growth. You taught me a lot about humility. You taught me a lot about perseverance, and truly, I mean, looking back at a 17, 18-year-old Christian, yeah, I guess I didn't have many hurdles to go over at that time. You know, obviously, you don't realize how good something is until, you know, it's past. You know, you don't realize that these are the days until, you know, those moments have passed. But I truly appreciate you being at the track with me, you talking with me, you helping me grow as a gentleman, you know, taking care of my academics, the importance of the grades, and that no matter how fast or how far I jumped, that if I wasn't taking care of my classes, that, you know, it was all for nothing. And so I do appreciate that. And yeah, we won a state championship. We won 2 back-to-back state championships. You know, these rings are something I would cherish because I was able to contribute to these state championships, but also that it was a combined effort and that we fought together as a team. You know, he came into a program that had no history of track and field, and, you know, I believe the second year into it, maybe even the first year, so you have to excuse me, but I believe it's the second and third year into the program, you know, we became state champions, and that was quite a special feat for me. That was really the stepping stones to, I believe, where I stand now. So thank you, Jamie Glover, for that. Secondly, I have to thank, as I mentioned, my club track and field coach, Coach Eric Bowen, who was out there, who would have to see the second part of my training after I left the high school track to, you know, drive down to Ben Hill up in East Point and, yeah, go train out there. And it was quite a different area than Fayetteville, but regardless, the track is a track, 400 meters is 400 meters, and we got it done. Rain, shine, you know, warmth or cold, we got it done. And, you know, through indoor season, outdoor season, he always challenged me to really focus on what I was doing it for. And that was something that was very important to me, because it was not so much about the distances, it was not so much about the times, but, you know, what was my motivation and what truly drove me to being the best. Why was I doing it? And so these are special things that I try to pass along to, as I said, the kids that I work with. You know, it's great to be on top of a podium. It's great to see the finished product, but what are we truly doing it for? And so thank you for challenging me in that way, and really just giving me different eyes to look at, different eyes to approach the situations, and put me in where I stand today. Yeah, it's very difficult to say, you know, what is my fondest moment. Of course, winning the state championships with the team would be spectacular. You know, I think that was truly the stepping stone that got everything going. But to be able to go to Jefferson every year, to be able to take the bus and sometimes even leave school early, the team aspect, something I miss now, something I cherish then. I think that's going to be my fondest memory. You know, not so much the winning, but going, the camaraderie of having your teammates with you. You know, we win together, we lose together, and having someone to pick you up, to cheer you on. You know, Sandy Creek High School, I'm forever grateful for really just beginning my journey, you know, and the support I get going back now, it's unbelievable. You know, it brings me to tears when I'm walking into the gym and you know, people chanting my name, and I know that when I'm at the Olympic Games, whether it was my first London and my second in Rio, you know, I represent Fayetteville. That's always in my bio, and that's always where I'm proud to say I'm from. Fayetteville, Tyrone, you know, whatever it may be, you know, I am grateful for my beginnings. And so I do thank you, Georgia Track and Field and Cross Country Association, for your support, for your belief, and for really this acknowledgement. I am forever grateful, and Georgia is always my home, and so I thank you.